All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back. Today's a bit of a different video. We haven't done one of these in 3 months. I literally just checked. July 21st was the last time we did a tier list for this game. So we did one for, I believe it was the season I just had joined, or the season after. So season 11 or 12, I believe it was 11. So now we're doing one for season 13, as we just got confirmation, I'll toss it up on screen, that we're getting a brand new trailer showing off season 14 tomorrow on Saturday, which we will be reacting to. So that's going to be the video for tomorrow, most likely. So I just wanted to do a quick little tier list before, we get new information and before we get possible teases and hints and probably confirmations and new characters, which I think the new character is going to be Armored All Might based off the look that they gave in the picture. It kind of resembles his armor. So just like last time, I'm going to do it based off colors. So we're going to do assaults first, then strikes, then rapids, then technicals. So you guys can go ahead and skip through the video if you want to see what characters you want in specific, but they will be categorized, like I said, by the class. So we're going to start off with our good old boy, Yellow Deku. I love Yellow Deku. I love him. I play him all the time. I think I'll toss up gameplay actually while I'm talking about this stuff, so you guys aren't completely bored just looking at the screen. I find him very fun. I think he's a very, very fun character, and the only issue is you have characters like Rapid and Strike, right? Rapid and Strike Deku, which kind of, for the most part, except for movement, when it comes to Red Deku, just does everything Yellow does, but better. Especially Rapid Deku, but we'll get to him when we get to this demon, right? But overall, I think right now, in a meta where everyone's so floaty and so fast, I think that also kind of, it works against and for Yellow Deku, because like I can find it a little easier to hit some shots sometimes now, because everyone's a little more floaty. But at the same time, at the start of the season, everyone was so fast that it took a bit of adjusting. But I think he's like kind of settled in, and I think he's a solid B tier character. So he's gonna be our first B tier character of the video. Now, you know who's not B tier? Assault Chaco. Yeah, she got nerfs. I don't give a shit. Oh my god, I'm dying. Let's hydrate up here while you're looking at this gameplay. I think she's still super good. They nerfed her damage, yeah, a little bit. Brother, you're still hitting what, 159 on an alpha? Like a level 9? Like a little more actually. I'm not quite sure on the numbers. On top of that, you're also with tunings, you can get that number even higher. You can sometimes insta guard break with a charged alpha. She still has fantastic movement. She still has that platform that you can res teammates on, you can heal up on. Like, you can lift people up. She's just good. She's just really good. That's a character that just has a really strong kit. And by default, because her kit is like naturally strong, right? Just on paper, it's a naturally strong kit. You gotta like really work out the numbers to make it feel balanced. And they still haven't really gotten there. We actually might drop her down into A tier. But I still think she's really, really good. Right, there's argument to be made to keep her in S. There's argument to be made to put her in A. I'll put her in A for now. We'll do our final adjustments towards the end of the video, as per usual. Now let's go into Yellow Kirishima. This character's buns. Okay, I'll say it. I'll say it. He's buns. Actually, I'm gonna say he's one of the worst characters in the game. I'll say it. Now, when you're not fighting a character that literally has mobility out the wazoo, he's fine. He's perfectly fine. He's good. He's good in that fact. But if we just do a quick scan, movement, all these characters have movement until we get to like Abara and like Kendo, and that's only one of the Kendos. And even then, I think Kendo most of the time beats out Kirishima just because of her shield. But we'll get to her when we get to her. Kirishima, his special action, it's fine, it's solid. His beta, it does good damage. The gamma does great damage, but like you can't hit these abilities. They're not impossible to hit, but holy, trying to hit characters that are literally moving at light speed when Gearshift Deku's out here going second transmission, and then he's just zooming across your screen. You can't hit that. It's not possible, dude. I'm gonna destroy my throat. I don't think I lubricated up enough for this video. So let's go down here into Assault Kendo. I think Assault Kendo is on the same tier as Deku. I think she's on the same tier as Deku. I think that shield is fantastic. I was just playing her, I believe, yesterday. And that shield, holy. Being able to, like, guarantee yourself a Gamma, and that Gamma does a lot of damage. Or guarantee yourself some 2 alphas. And not only that, she has the same melee cancel that obviously Strike Kendo has, where you just do a jump in between your melees. And you can get extra melees out, and you can do more alphas as well. Like, it's just so much damage potential, and on top of that, the team play potential, which is why when we get into Red Kira, oh my god, right? The team play potential of having a shield with 800 HP at level 1, I believe, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Her alphas do so much damage, right? Because it's like a shotgun, right? So I remember back when we did that Kendo video, I was shocked to hit triple 108s, bro. I'm just alphaing and then Endeavor in the face. Triple 108. That's disgusting. That's 324 damage off 3 alphas. Do we understand how disgusting that is? Did I do that math right? Yeah. 324. It's disgusting. B tier character. Can't give her any higher than that because obviously A tier characters will be characters that are better, and Assault Ochako is better. Now let's get into Assault All Might. I think he's just C tier. I think he is just C tier. His alphas are fine. They got nerfed. The beta is very dodgeable. Very dodgeable. Your Gamma, it's helpful when you need to escape, but at the same time, we all know what you're going to do, right? You're either going to Gamma, get a little further away, beta away, or you're going to Gamma, go a little further away, and then special action. Either one of those ways, I know what you're doing exactly. You're very predictable, and you're just easy to hit. You're just such a big body, right? All Might, Endeavor, these characters are just such big brawling men that, like, they're just super easy to hit. So for that, I'm gonna give Assault All Might C tier. Mount Lady, I deemed her the worst character in the game, and I'll do it again. And I'll do it again. Now, they did buff her. You are able to cast your special action in air. Cool, whoop-de-doo. Guess who came out that canceled special actions? Sorry. So, like, her combos are fine. Don't get me wrong, guys. Don't get me wrong. We had this discussion last time. Her combos are cool. She does good damage. I don't have any gameplay for her, so I might take a straight video. I'll leave every person's footage I'm gonna use in the description. Hopefully they're okay with it, because I don't have all the footage for all these characters. I just don't, right? Her combos do good damage, don't get me wrong, but like, every character's just better. Ibarra's better. Like, Kirishima's better. Like, I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. We're moving past her. I still deem her the worst character in the game. Assault Shigaraki, we just played him recently. I think he's on the same tier as All Might, or a little bit above, maybe in B tier. The combo damage that you can do is really nice. Like, when you're hitting Gamma into Beta, and that Beta's doing like 159 on shield, and you get a quick alpha or 2 in there, and like, you're already guard broken, and you're doing some extra damage to HP, it feels great. You know, he still has the same special action as regular Shiggy, so you can do some extra vertical movement. You put Space Hop on him, as you guys were recommending to me, because you guys were like blown away by the fact that I was playing him with no tunings. So I feel like with tunings, he could be very good. And until that, I'm gonna leave him in B tier, because I feel like that's probably his max anyway. So let's go to someone that's first S tier of the game. You know, Assault Endeavor. What can I say about this character that hasn't already been said? Great alpha, fantastic beta, a Gamma that just does a disgusting amount of damage. On top of him getting the buff to his special action, that has some cast in the air, so you can space up and then special action and keep flying. His beta keeps in the air longer, his Gamma keeps in the air longer. It's just so much damage, so much aerial uptime. It is disgusting. The character needs a nerf. I'll say it. And I'm gonna say what you do. You nerf his alpha. You put more focused on his Gamma, because I feel like that should be the thing with him. Is like, he shouldn't be such a beamer character, because that's the thing. He's such a beamer character with that alpha. I feel like you should put more focus into maybe like some of the like cooler aspects of him. Like, I feel like throwing a sun is like the coolest thing you could do in that character, and I feel like maybe shift some of that focus onto that aspect and away from the alpha, so to just redistribute the power in his kit to focus more around suns. But you guys let me know what you think about that one in the comment section below. Obviously, keep it civil down there, but we can have a discussion. Now, let's get into our final assault of the video. Yafo, Young AFO. I think Young AFO is a solid A-tier character. Now, you guys might be shocked, because I wasn't really hard liking him when we played him in our videos. But I've been playing him off cam, just in my free time. Holy, you do so much. You do so much. Your beta is fantastic. Beta and alpha. Beta and alpha special action. Beta and a melee. Like, it's just so much, right? On top of this, you have the tunings that you can run crit perm fixer that just make it to where you can let yourself get guard broken while you're in gamma. It's still gonna go off and you can't damage him while that's happening. And do we understand how much disgusting damage he's doing with that gamma? That gamma is so strong, just for the fact that, like, I knock you down, right? It's a hard knockdown. Boom, you knock down. You get back up, boom, I knock you back down. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, guess what? I'm ready to explode with my gamma. And you're cooked. You're cooked. You can't escape it, right? You can roll, obviously, because it does tick damage, right? It's not like a continuous thing. You can roll parts of it, but at the end of the day, you're still probably going to get fully hit and guard broken and knocked or fully downed. So he's very good, and like turning off special actions is just fantastic. We talked about Endeavor special action being one of the reasons that he's really good right now. Guess what? You can turn that thing off. Now, I won't put him anything above A tier just for the fact that I feel like, wow, he is very strong. He does have his counters, right? Obviously, there's characters that could just beam him out the sky, like an Assault Deku, but you want to be third partying on this character. You don't want to be an initiator, and I feel like when you get focused on him, that's when like he can really struggle. But aside from that, I still think he's very great. You guys can let me know what you guys think about this. I think he's very good. Now, let's get on into the strikes. Starting off with Red Deku. I think Red Deku is A tier. Or, not A tier. I think he's B tier. I have arguments to be made to make him A tier. And I think I will, because that's initially what I said. And I feel like I do stand by that. I think he's better than Yellow Deku. Just for the fact that, like, his alpha still guard breaks after 2 shots. It's still disgusting. You still have that heel kick that hits for HP on top of GP, and on top of that, you still have some great movement. There's still like some disgusting combos. I think Stray put out a video where he was like trying to do the combos, and like it's just disgusting. It's foul. It is very foul. And he's still Deku size, so like he's very nimble. So we're gonna go into Bakugo, who I also think is low-key A tier. Now you guys might be shocked by this. I think these, because the big thing that happened this season was obviously the movement changes. This let so many more characters be more floaty, and like I said, it makes it so you can kind of hit shots a lot easier, right? Because everyone's a lot more floatier. I think Bakugo benefited so much from this, right? I find it easier to hit my alphas. I find it easier to hit howlers to impacts. Because they did a buff to his Howler's Impact at the start of the season as well. And the season beforehand, or the patch beforehand, they also did something to his Howler's Impact. His special action, you cover so much more distance than you would before. Because of, obviously, you special action into melee, and that momentum carries, and it's just fantastic. It is fantastic. He does great damage on the Howler's Impact. The grenade into Alpha does so much damage. Borderline insta-guard break most of the time if you're hitting it correctly. It is just wonderful. I feel like we're kind of speed running through this. I feel like I'm talking very fast. Apologies if you guys are really catching what I'm saying. If you want to, obviously, rewind, catch what I'm saying, slow it down even if you have to, because I feel like we are talking pretty fast. We do have a lot of characters to get through, so I'm not trying to spend too much time on every last one of them. Now, let's get into Strike Chodo. I think this character is S tier. Fight with a wall on me on it. Your Gamma into Alpha, guaranteed guard break at most levels. Beta, guaranteed guard break at most levels. Alpha, he's a beamer. He does so much disgusting amount of damage. Special action, honestly, it does stuff. I'm going to say he's an S tier character. He is just such a well-rounded kit, and they've tuned it to the point where it's just so strong. It's so strong. He's been getting buffed like left and right. As far as I know, he's been getting a lot of buffs over the past couple seasons. I think he's an S tier character. You could maybe say he's also A. not S, but I think he's very, very strong. Water Break. Wowza. Okay. Strike Kirishima. This guy is the best character in the game. Okay. I don't plan on doing like, what's it called? Like organizing it, but I guess I'll organize it right now just because I do believe Strike Kirishima is the best character in the entire game. I think he's so strong. I think he's so strong. By the way, I'll go back and rearrange everything in order in like rows like this, like I did this one at the end of the video. So if you want to obviously skip there for the finalized tier list, go ahead and do that now. This character does too much. He has Salto Choco Alphas on his beta. They do, you can hit 2 of them, right? Instaguard break. He has an infinite HP shield that Instaguard breaks. If he slams, right? Most of the time, Instaguard break, right? You have Alpha into Beta cancel, Alpha into Gamma cancel, Alpha into Beta into Gamma. He has Kirishima special action on top of that, and he has so much mobility, it's disgusting. You can jump Alpha, Beta into the air, brother, you're flying. You're gone, right? Like, he has too much. He is the definition of jack of all trades. Except he is the master of all. Usually it's jack of all trades, master of no, he's jack of all trades, master of all. Because he's just him. He's manly. You know, he hits you with the big winds up type beat, you know? And it's a little too much. It's a little too much. Nerf Strike Kirishima pronto. Strike Denki, guys, sleeper pick, A tier character. I'll say it. Super pick. His Alpha, okay, Gamma into Alpha, borderline kills you. Guys, I see no one playing this character, and I swear to you, he's disgusting. I swear to you, he's disgusting. Now, obviously, I'm not sure where I'm going to get the gameplay for him. I might just have to search it up, but it is disgusting. This character is disgusting, okay? I swear to you guys, he is a sleeper pick. I swear to you. Strike Kendo, one of the best characters in the game. We don't even gotta discuss this. Like, you have melee into Alpha into Beta, Alpha into melee into Gamma, back into Beta. Like, she has too many combos, she has too much movement. Delete the character! Actually, gut Strike Kendo into the ground. I'm not asking, I'm telling you, nerf her. Please, nerf her. Now, Strike Shiggy. Like, guys, I'm so serious, we don't even gotta further explain. You guys all know this character's fucking broken. Like, I'm over that shit. Strike Shiggy, I'll say he's B tier. He does so much damage. Like, he honestly does so much damage. And I feel like for that, like, he can never really be below B tier. He's just such a solid pick. Only issue is sometimes, you know, obviously characters just have a lot of vertical mobility and vertical movement. So you kind of struggle against those. But the second anyone touches the ground or touches, like, a rooftop that you can get your Alpha to go up, he just does so much. He just does so much. He has so much area control, and it's disgusting. Strike Dabi. I think he's B tier. Your Alphas are great. You get 3 Alphas. Usually at level 9 it's like what, 80 damage or 100 damage. I think it's 80. So you could get you know, 380s off before you run out. The hug is still chalked. Actually, I'm putting him down to C because no, I can't. He's not C. He's just a B tier character. Like, there's nothing he really excels at. You have mediocre movement. You have kind of mediocre damage, unless you're Gamma into Beta, right? And even then, like, you're kind of very exposed when you're doing that. So I don't know. I honestly, I'm moving him down in C tier. He's just not that great at any one thing. Strike Endeavor, I think he's an A tier character. I think he's A tier. Your Alphas, if you have good aim, now this might be like a PC only thing, but I think if you have really good aim, no shame to you console players though. I'm just not sure how easy it is for you guys to do like tracking movements. Actually, it should be easier for you guys because you have the aim assist, right? So his Alpha level 1 does 120 damage if you can hit all of it, right? Because, sorry, I hit the mic. It's tracking, right? At level 9, you're doing some disgusting damage with that Alpha. Beta, for the most part, will guarantee a guard break level 9. Guaranteed. Instantly. Gamma is still very good, right? If you, let's say if you're off angle and you see a lineup, guard break. That's all you're gonna hear, right? Guard shattering. He's still so good, and obviously he has all the same benefits that Assault Endeavor has in terms of movement, except for there's nothing really keep you in the air except your gamma, and even then it makes you a very obvious target. But you still have a lot of good vertical mobility and vertical movement. So I think he's A tier. Strike Hawks. You guys know I didn't like him when he came out. I think he's A tier. I think he's very much an A tier character. You do a lot of damage. Like, you do a disgusting amount of damage. And like, he has some really nasty combos. I feel like actually there's argument to be made for him to be S tier. I'm not even gonna, like, I really didn't like him. I thought he was buns. I really liked him when he came out. But obviously I've been playing more of him, obviously off camera, off stream, on stream too. And I really do like him, and I think he has a very strong kit. When you're alphaing and you hit someone on the ground, they get staggered, so you get able to hit 3. So you can do alpha into beta into gamma into alpha. You can do alpha, beta, gamma. Like, just so many combo paths that he has that makes him like so disgusting. It makes him so disgusting. And obviously the hyper armor thing where you could just like literally escape any CC. Right, anything that grabs you, any CC that touches you, you can just escape it. Is so good. It is so good. And for that, I think I'm gonna call him S tier. Still worse than Troikendo, by the way. Like this should be the ordering. Probably like this actually. Yeah. Present Mike. Now I actually haven't been seeing that much Present Mike lately, and it's shocking because I still think he's really good. Like, I still think he does the exact same things he's always been doing. And I think he's a sleeper pick. I think, honestly, he is high A tier in my mind. I think he's like this. I think he's a very high A tier character. I think he's a little better than Bakugo. Actually, I won't say that. Because the thing is, right? I'm actually going to do this. You don't have that much mobility on this character. And I feel like that's the only issue that's like setting him back right now, is like you just don't have that much mobility compared to other characters, and your mobility option is a very kind of obvious wind up, because he does like a type of punch, right? And that's how he moves around. And it's just like, I don't know. But everything else is basically the exact same. He still has the exact same strengths. It's just like, I think because every character is just like a little more mobile, you know, he got left behind, but I still think he's very good. Now, Shinso, this character has been getting nerfed 3 patches in a row. He's still good! He's still good! I hate Shinso! I don't like Shinso, man! Alpha, beta, alpha. Alpha, it's a jump into melee. It's a gamma into beta. Special action! Dog, he's Spider-Man! This cloth binding menace! He swings through the air! He's latching onto air molecules, man! He's swinging off his hopes and his dreams! And they still haven't changed that. I don't know how we still haven't changed that. How have we still not changed this man to have to freaking latch on to something to swing? How? How have we not changed that? For that, he's still fucking S tier. He shits on all these characters. Especially young off on, bro. Like, he goes to gamma, you just grab his ass. Special action his ass. Like, he's still so fucking good. Shit. Tamaki. Oh my god, don't get me started on. I'm so sick of you Tamaki players. I'm so sick of each and every last one of you goddamn Tamaki players with your stupid octopus arm grabbing me, touching me inappropriately, pulling me in, melee, beta, rinse, repeat, because that's all you Tamaki players are gonna do. You're dumb. All of you, dumb. He's A tier. Shit. Actually, he's S. I'll say it. He does too much! Fuck this character! Shit! Alright, now we're on the Rapids. This character is obviously fucking S tier. Like, he's too good. I would like to say a formal apology to everyone as I am partially responsible for the spread of the melee loop combo. So I would like to apologize for that. Yeah, this character needs to be nerfed. Obviously, he won't get nerfed this patch because usually, from what I know, they wait till the season after that. So obviously, you still have a reason to roll and get the character for money purposes. Obviously, their business. So I mean, what do I need to say about this, guys? You guys all know. He goes overdrive. You know, he goes quintuple. Like he does all that stuff. He's like, watch the speed. Like you know what I mean? Like he. You guys know what he fucking does. Like, Delaware Smash, Air Force. Like, I'm sick of it all. I'm sick of this goddamn melee tracking. Like, why? Oh, I'm getting upset. Like, I gotta stand up, guys. I'm getting heated, bro. I gotta turn on the ceiling fan. I'm getting mad doing this video. Because, holy, these characters are just so fucking absurd. Excuse my language, right? But, holy, nerf them into the ground. A Viking, please. Thank you. Wow. Okay, Rapid Bakugo, I think is an A tier character. I don't think he's S, but he definitely is A. Obviously, with the new movement changes, he's zooming. He's zooming, right? And obviously, I showed you guys that tech with the Ochako that lets you literally fly infinitely. This character is just he's a rocket man, you know. What more is there to say about him? This character got nerfed, and I think that it may have pulled her out of S tier. Psych, she's still fucking S tier. Who you thought I was? Who you thought I was, bruh? This character's still fucking broken because her kit is naturally just strong. Same thing as a Soldier Chaka, right? We talked about this. When a kit's just naturally strong, you have to work on the numbers, and the numbers are what justifies how balanced it's going to be. Her numbers are still absurd. They're still absurd. Guys, they took away like one of her, or like a couple of her like one-shot combos, like, you know, touch of death combos. I've seen Rapid Ochako players make more. They found a way to work around the system. They're broken. Nerf her again. Shit. Make the Honda Civic level 9 only. I'll say it. Make the Honda Civic level 9 only. We're moving on. Ida, I think he's low-key B tier. Acceleration obviously makes him really good. Stuff like quirk factor release makes him really good. But at the end of the day, you kind of just run around. Like, and I think all of these characters kind of just beat him. So, he's just B tier. Froppy also just B tier. Same benefits as everyone else. New movement allows her to be a lot more floaty, a lot more distance covered. Froppy players still hate me, so fuck you, Froppy players. I'm gonna say Rapid All Might is C tier. Maybe potential to be B. I might give him B because I think he has better movement and better damage than Assault. But like, same issue. You're a 7 foot, like, how tall is this guy? 7'6", big brolic, big shoulder man, right? Yeah, you get hyper armor when you're alphaing, bro. You still get shot in the goddamn head. Like, you still getting punched by Rapid Deku. Like, that's one of the reasons I think I'm leaving him at B tier, is because when Rapid Deku locks onto you, if you're alpha, you just turn around, fucking just in his face, and like he can't do anything because he's in an animation. So that's helpful. I obviously showed you guys the one-shot combo that you can do. Obviously, that requires you to land that initial melee, which is pretty hard to do unless you're syncing up with people. So for that, I'm leaving him B tier. Most of the basically all of the same benefits as Assault, but with some extra movement on top of that and some extra damage. Rapid Toga, A tier. A tier. She's still super good. She's still super good. Like, she has so much damage on that beta. That beta is so weird. I swear I'm rolling it, it's just not. And I'm gonna like be a little upsetty spaghetti about that. And her Gamma's obviously still good, unless you instant transform for the most part. Still good range, still good damage. Alphas have really good damage. Like, she's just overall really good. Nothing really too much change about her, because I don't think she got any changes. Twice, I'm gonna say C tier. We just played him recently. I do think the beta buff they gave him is helpful. I do think it's helpful. But I don't know if it's enough to really move him into that B tier realm. I think... I don't know. I feel like you need tunings to really make Twice good. Otherwise, like, there's potential that he's a D tier character. And I feel like with tunings, he's like CB, right? I feel like with tunings, he's CB. So I'm going to leave him in C. I'm going to be fair. Rapid Lemillion. Power! Mr. Power himself. I think he's B tier. Honestly, I'll even go as far as to say, I think he's A tier. I think Rapid Lemillion has gotten some very, very good changes over the past couple patches. They obviously did the movement thing, which helped him so much. They made it to where you can go upstairs properly with his beta. They made it to where his gamma, you could do taps of it, right, and hold the whole thing, and that does so much. Acceleration got added, which made him allowed him to do so many different new combos that just do so much. I think it's grounds to be made here for him to be an A tier character. I think we can all agree. Rapid Hawks, I think he's B tier. I'd still think his beta is really good. I think perception as a whole off the gamma is really good. The alpha does surprisingly good damage. I was just playing him. I think we played him in the 500 sub special. I think he has some really good qualities. So for that, I think, and also his flight. Like, guys, we can't ignore the fact that like he can fly across the map, right? Which is also another reason this character's in S tier. Like, Jesus Christ, I didn't even touch on like the fact that you can do special action into gamma, and then just alpha yourself across the map because it maintains your height, and your momentum. But for the most part, you can kind of do the same thing on Hawks, just not as to a greater extent. He still has a very, very, very good movement, and I feel like that is something that we can't discredit. So, with that being said, we are now going into the technicals. So, starting off with Tech Shoto, I think Tech Shoto is A tier. I think he just has so much zoning potential and so much crowd control in a sense of how he can break up and separate fights and play buildings and play fights out in a way that just allows him to be the one in control and dictate where everyone's gonna go. And I think for that, obviously, he's gonna be A tier. Tech Denki. Guys, I swear to you, this guy's a sleeper character. I swear to you, he's an A tier because he's a sleeper pick. I swear to you. The amount of flying characters, the amount of floaty characters, especially with what they did to the movement. Right? I'm going to keep talking about movement because I did shift a lot of my opinions on a lot of characters, right? His alpha lock-on is so broken. Because, dog, you have, like, just look up in the sky. There's 20 teams floating in the air. Right? I don't know why I say teams. People, right? Floating in the air. Bro, you're just alphaing. Boom, boom, boom. 100 here, 100 here, 100 here. He racks up so much damage, right? And you're probably thinking, oh, but maybe he gets dove really easily by someone like Rapid Deku. Guys, I've shat on so many Rapid Dekus on Tech Denki because you know they're coming to you, right? Because for the most part, they're very loud, right? Because all they do is run around like little rats. You drop your beta on yourself, drop 2 if you're really feeling it, right? He comes in, he gets stunned, hit stunned by the beta. You alpha him, boom, boom. He gets up, you gamma, boom. Alpha some more, boom, 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 right? And he has to decide, okay, this guy's actually cooking me. He's stunning me a lot. I have to leave, right? On top of that, you have your special action, which if Rapid Deku touches you, he's going to get stunned, and that allows you open for free alphas as well. Like, he also got that change, I'm not too sure how long ago, where you can kill people that are down a lot faster. I think he's a very A tier character. I think he's a very much a sleeper pick, which is why you're going to see a video on him, I believe, before the new season. Because the new season starts, when I think they said? The 19th? So, next Wednesday. So, I'll probably get one out on this character soon. Because I think he's very, very much a sleeper pick. Tech Dabi, my boy, Tech Dabi. Guys, I love Tech Dabi. He's only B tier. Okay. He's only B tier. I think he's better than Strike. For the fact of crowd control, area control. being able to bait people in, because everyone sees a Tech Dabi and they're like, oh, I could kill this guy easy. It's just Tech Dabi. And they're underestimating you so much. And with builds like what I have, Fixer GP Sucker or Fixer Card Dupe sometimes, right? You're able to just do so much damage with your Gamma. And your Gamma allows you to zone off so much, place traps as well. Like, he also got the buff to his special action where you can, it comes back a little faster. You also got the alpha buff at the start of the season, I believe, where we got an extra alpha at all levels. Those were kind of nothing burgers. The special action one's a little good. But like, he's just very solid. A very solid choice. Now, actually, I might move Assault Deku up into A tier. I think I will, because, yeah, I'll explain in a bit. Purple Toga, A tier. Great mobility, great alphas, right? Acceleration, which is Rapid Deku's tuning, added so much more potential for these characters, which is why I just moved Assault Deku into here, thinking about it. Also, Space Hop and all that stuff. You can do so much more on these characters, right? Purple Toga has fantastic movement with her beta. She has fantastic damage on her Gamma, which allows her to transform. Obviously, that's already broken in itself. The ability to like take quirks and whatnot and turn into other characters. Her alpha, if you can land your shots right, if you have good alpha aim, does so much, because it doesn't guard break, or it doesn't knock you down or stun you like most alphas do, right? Because like after a while, Tech Shoulder, right, for example, 2 alphas you're knocked down. Hers, you can like nearly mag dump. You could have guard broken someone a long time ago before they actually get knocked down. And for that, I'm gonna say she's an A tier character. Aizawa, still S tier. Still very much S tier character. By default, him having the ability to turn off every single quirk in the game will always be a very, very strong ability. They nerfed his Gamma, they nerfed his Alpha, they buffed his Beta, but it don't matter, because he still has the same exact combos. They still do a disgusting amount of damage. Like, he's still very, very good. Afo, I think he's A tier. He's getting a change, I believe, in this upcoming battle patch, that's going to allow him to level up his stolen quirk based off of his levels for his base kit. I know that's already going to put him in A tier by default, I believe. Now, I just think he's A tier already, because the area control you have with Beta through walls, Gamma through walls, pulling people in, Final Circle, this guy's a demon. This guy's a demon. He is the Demon Lord for a reason. And for that, I think A tier character. It's like Lemillion S tier, guys. Do I need me to explain why? You borderline cannot hit him when he's alphaing you. He has a Beta that goes through every wall, goes to underground. You can't hit him. You can't roll it for the most part. It's a very hard thing to roll, right? You gotta try and juke him out, right? It does so much damage. His alphas, his Beta, and let's not talk about his goddamn Gamma. The ability to literally parry, right? Your counter, I should say, every move in the game. Not every move, obviously. There's a couple that go through his thing. A couple exceptions, but for the most part, you're able to counter every move, right? And it does so much damage. And when you let a successful counter, it refreshes the cooldown, so you can counter as many times as you want. It's disgusting. Nerf him pronto. Thank you. Nejire, I think is C tier. I'll say it. Actually, I might say she's D tier, bro. I think Nejire might be one of the worst characters in the game for the fact that every character nowadays just has a way to just hit her. She's so slow in her special action. I feel like she needs a special action buff to fix her, how fast she's moving in her special action. It's just so slow. It's so slow. Twice can beat her. Strike Dabi can beat her because you just grab her. All Might, you can Beta her, you can Alpha her, you can Gamma her Gammas and her Betas and her Alphas. Her Alphas are pretty difficult to hit consistently. Her Beta, it does good damage. It's good, like, crowd control. Her Gamma, also good damage, good crowd control. But it's just not enough. She needs help. Monoma, still an S tier character. Every new, especially with Gear Shift, guys, Like, that's also a reason All For One's up here. When you take gear shift, you become a plane. You just in the air, bro. Like you. Oh my god, Monoma! I hate Monoma! I hate him! Nerf him! Well, wait. He's getting nerfed. Oh, and all you Monoma players, oh, you're so sad. Boo hoo hoo. They're nerfing Monoma. They're cutting Monoma. Good. You deserve it. You know why? Because none of you can play a normal character without relying on the infinite reset that you get, you sick freaks of nature. Thank you for listening to my Monoma rant. I hate you guys. Subscribe, Monoma players, so I can tell you how much I hate you every video. Ah, God, Monoma. Like, this character needs to be, like, locked up in a prison, so I'm glad they're nerfing him. He needs it. He needed it sooner. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Right? I don't remember the prayer, but you guys get the point. Momo Yajirozu. Beat your character. Wait, that's not Momo Yajirozu. Beat your character. She, with acceleration, right, has some real disgusting potential, right? She has some good combo potential as well, just without acceleration, right? There's ways to proc the acceleration in the combos now. Shout out to Mooney Luna. I'll probably use her gameplay, right? Dude, it is so strong, the alpha. I never realized how strong her alpha was. I would always max gamma because I like cannons. I like using my big cannons. But ever since watching Moon and Luna, like, I was always like, oh, why is they? I don't know if it's a she or they or he. So I'm just gonna say she because I'm referring to the character. I don't know. She always maxes alpha. I was like, huh. And then I started doing it. I was like, oh shit, this is disgusting. The alpha has a lot of range, right? Obviously, your special action gives you pink sometimes, which is very helpful. Momo's very good at storm camping. She has very good damage with her cannons, very good damage with the alpha, very good damage with the beta. Honestly, I think she's B. Because there's just characters up here that kind of just can't differ. Like, Deku can play the range better. He can pull her in close with Black Whip, really close that distance, right? Alpha can bait her through her shield. He can push her away out of shield. Like a lot of these characters just have ways to, like, bypass what Momo is really good at, and for that reason, B tier. Abara, I think, is also B tier. Now, Abara has very good damage. Don't get me wrong. I think I put Abara at what, A tier last time, but I think she is just B tier this time around because a lot of these characters kind of just can run her down, and all these characters I feel like above kind of just are able to differ very consistently and very easily. Now, her special action is still very good. They gave her an extra one. I'm not too sure how long ago, but it's just two. She's 2 times that she can just full res someone from, like, a very far distance. For that, I can't go any but for that reason I can't go any below. Jesus Christ. For that reason, I can't go any further below than B tier. I think B tier is the lowest I can put her. Alright, you could maybe make an argument to put her in A, but I think all these characters really beat her. Cementos. Honestly, Cementos has fallen off so hard. Like I said, because all these characters have so much more movement, especially vertical movement, right? The big thing with Cementos is that you're able to alpha up into the air and all that. Bro, it don't matter no more. It don't matter, because I could just fly up there myself, bro. And I don't know, he kind of just needs help, I think, right now. For that, I'm giving him C tier. Obviously, resing people really nice, but the wall is kind of annoying, especially when you're a character like that doesn't really have that much movement. You can't jump out the goddamn wall. So yeah, Compress. At the start of this season, I could have genuinely said Compress is S tier, and at the end of this season, I'll say Compress is S tier. Motherfucker, that nerf did shit. Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm not as hit stunned as long. I don't care. He's still throwing semi-trucks at me. He still has some of the best movement in the game with his escape and his gamma. He still has a reflection that reflects every alpha in the game. Every projectile in the game, he can reflect. He's still S tier. He's still S tier. Now, if you have arguments to be made of why he maybe not be S tier, maybe I could maybe lower it to A, but I can't go any lower than A tier. He's still super good. He's beginning catching buffs. He's been a sleeper pick ever since the game is released. As far as I know, as far as I've seen, as far as I've read, he's just been so good every season, and that the gamma changes and the movement changes just really helped him shine this season. So overhaul, I still think overhaul is pretty good. I think he's a B tier character. I think gamma is very nice. I think the special action change they did is nice. He's getting a new costume soon, I believe, so that'll help with tunings. But Quirk Factor Release and Revenge Tentacle help him so much because you're able to just special action a lot more. And honestly, I feel like he's pretty slept on. I like playing him a lot, actually. I play him a bunch of my free time. He's just a very fun, fair, and fairly well balanced character. Fairly well balanced. Now, final character, just like last time, Kurogiri. Guys, Kurogiri kind of fell off. He kind of fell off, and I'm so happy. I'm grinning ear to ear right now that this dumb character fell off, because I hate when they pull people from across the map. And because he pulls people from across the map and so as the beta loop combos, he can't go any further than below A tier. He's still super good, and honestly, I'm making an argument for him to be S tier. Nah. I can't do that. He's A tier. He's A tier though. Like, guys, you still can pull people from across the map. You still can portal across the map. You still have these beta combos that you could do. You still have your gamma, which allows you to hit people from miles away and do all these beta combos off that as well. Like, he still has a very strong kit, and because of that, he can't go any further than A tier. Now, let's go ahead and rearrange all of these so I can really show how I feel about all these characters. And I feel like, let's start at the bottom. I feel like Nejire is definitely like the top of this, and I'm actually gonna put Kirishima, Yellow Kiri, as like, I want to say he's the worst character in the game, but I can't, because Mountain Lady special action. Actually, maybe I can. Maybe I can say Yellow Kiri is the worst character in the game. And I feel like that's not even that crazy to say. I don't know. I feel like Cementos is definitely the worst out of these characters. And then it's probably like twice. And then I think Strike Dabi is better than All Might. So it's going to be like this. For B tier, I think out of this whole roster, Kendo is definitely the best. Dabi would probably be the worst, followed by Abara. I think Red Shiggy is better than Yellow Shiggy. I think Ida is better than Yellow Shiggy. I think Sue is better than Yellow Shiggy. I think Rapid All Might is better than Yellow Shiggy. I think Yellow Shiggy is better than Hawks. I think Momo is better than Overhaul. So I think we're gonna go with this, and that's gonna be our organization for that tier. Now A tier and S tier is probably gonna be like the real difficulties here. Now Kurogiri, Assaulto Chaco. Let's see, who do I think is the best A tier character right now? It probably still is Assault Ochako, followed by Rapid Bakugo, then followed by Red Deku, Yellow All For One Yafo, then Lemillion. Actually, I think Afo is better than Lemillion. Tech Shoto. Who do I think is the worst out of all of these? Probably Yellow Deku. Yellow Deku is probably the worst. I think you should be like here. Yeah. Up here. Yeah. Right here. I think Tech Toga is a little. I think she's better than Rapid All Might or Rapid Mirio. I think Bakugo is better than this. I think so is Endeavor. I think so is Present Mike. I think Kirishima, or not Kirishima, Denki's better. I think Tech Shota's a little better. Fucking move over. I think Tech Denki's better. I think Kurogiri's better. But I feel like Kurogiri shouldn't be this low, so I think Kurogiri. I think like this. Yeah. I think Kurogiri probably is like here. Yeah, that looks about right to me. Yeah. Actually, I might do this because I think her stuff's easier to roll than is Bakugo. I think Bakugo's damage is a little more consistent, especially his alpha and his into gamma beta or beta gamma. So yeah, I think that's how we're gonna go with. Yeah. We're going with this. Now S tier. I think this is the best character in the game. I think this is the second best character in the game. And I think this is the third best character in the game. Now, honestly, who comes after that? Probably Aizawa. And then probably Monoma. But I think Rapid Deku is better than both of them. And I don't know why you're here. Move down a bit. Because, yeah, he could turn off your quirk. And honestly, I'm going to do this just because, like, you have the option to take his quirk, right? When he turns off your quirk, you can still melee him. And Rapid Deku has that melee tracking, so, yeah. Then I'm going to say it's probably Strike Hawks, then Endeavor, then Shoto, then Shinso, then Rapid Ochako, then Tamaki, then Compress. And I think that right there, you have it. My final tier list for season 13 of My Hero Ultra Rumble. As a relatively still new player. Because I only started 4 months ago. But I guess I should give my justification and clarification on who I am. I've been ace every season since I've started playing. So I guess that's my justification for my thoughts. And yeah. Once again, just like last time, guys, let me know if you have any thoughts and opinions on these ratings and placements. And let me know if you guys agree, if you guys disagree. If you guys disagree, tell me what you disagree on. But obviously, let's keep it civil down in the comment section below. No slurs, guys. Like, come on. No slurs, no crazy talk. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll see you guys tomorrow, as we most likely will be doing a reaction video to the season 14 trailer. So yeah, I'll see you guys there. Take care. Subscribe so we can get closer to 1K before the end of the year. And yeah, catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.